maximum rectangle on a histogram. Each index of your array is going to be the height of a bar on the histogram, and you need to find the maximum size rectangle that you can make. Now, what is the idea behind doing this question? You need to take each index and find which of the index to the right is smaller, the closest one that's smaller, and the index to the left, the closest one that is smaller. And once you find one that's smaller, the rectangle is limited, right? Because say you had a height of 5 and you had one that was a height of 2 over here, you wouldn't be able to get a rectangle of size 5 because it's limited to 2, right? So that's the idea. Now, how do we implement this approach? We want to use a variable result and a variable current. Current will be the rectangle formed by your current index, and your result will be continuously updated as we loop through. Now, what we want to do is we want to loop through our array, right? Array of heights. And for each index, we want to find the index that's the previous smallest, so smallest to the left and smallest to the right. How do we do this? We're going to have a while loop, right? And so we have for loop and a while loop. And within this while loop, we'll only go in if our stack is not empty and our current array element of our loop is it's smaller than or equal to the top of our stack. What does this mean? This means that this would mean that we go in if the element before our current element is bigger, right? Otherwise, if our current element is bigger, we're going to push it onto the stack. And while we're in this while loop, if we do enter this while loop, we will pop off the top element on our stack, which is an index, we're pretty sure index is. We pop off the top index and we process it. So process it by storing this index, storing this top element in a variable top, and we will check if our stack is empty. If the stack is now empty, then we want to multiply that element of this variable I times, because your stack is empty, so that means there's no smaller elements to the left, right? And we know the element I, which is our current index, we know it must be smaller because of our while loop condition. Otherwise, what we want to do is multiply this element in the array that our top points to, and we want to multiply this by your current index, which is the smaller element to the right, minus your new top of the stack, because that is the smallest element to the left. And we do this, we multiply by that, take away that gives you the difference, -1 for zero-based indexing, and multiply the array that many times to add a rectangle of that size, right? The size between the smallest index to the left and smallest index to the right, the smaller index to the left, smallest index to the right of our current index. And once we've done that, we will store our current as, we will store our result, we will set this value that we get as current, and then the result will be just